I think most people that I've met in the last 32 years fit into generally one of three types. People who are 0 to 1, 1 to 10, or 10 to 100. What I mean by this is people who are 0 to 1 love creating something from nothing. These are kind of the more innovative, creative, wild people who are always doing something kind of new and funky and fresh. They're your friend who wore like the cool sneakers before anyone even knew about them. They're the person in your class who's really good at painting and just, doing all the sort of creative things. Then there's the 1 to 10 people who love when there's a process already made, but they can always think of ways to improve it. It's like that person in your math class who notices that the 2-column proof in geometry is 7 steps, but they can take out one of the steps and make it only 6 and save themselves time. Or it's that sibling who you realize picks up the exact amount of chopsticks on the first go from the drawer so that they can lay them out on the table much faster than if they did it one by one. And then lastly, 10 to 100. These are people who love replicating and copying what already exists, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It just means their style and their interest is taking something that works and doing a lot of it. So this might be the teammate on your sports team who doesn't come up with original plays or original training plans, but when you give them a training plan, they execute on that training plan like nobody's business. They say, you want me to swim this many kilometers? Great, I'll do it twice, no problem. It's a little bit challenging to put people in boxes, and this is something I don't usually like to do, but for the most part, the mentality of most people that I meet generally falls in one of these three categories. You have kind of the crazies, the innovators, the wackos, the weirdos, the creatives in the first one, 0 to 1. You have the process-focused people, the improvers, the optimizers, the let's make it just that much better group, 1 to 10. And then you have the people who look for something proven and run with it. There are people who you might refer to as scalers or copiers or duplicators. And they're really good using information that already exists and making it bigger. None of them is good. None of them is bad. They're just different. But for me, it helps to sort of recognize what everybody's strength is. All right, last three here.